Hello everyone and welcome to Thursday. Just getting inside. We went over to my parents' house this evening and spent a little time over there, which is nice. Wanted to quickly touch on this just very briefly. Yesterday, I lost a really long recording and it sucked. And I had to kind of think outside the box of how I was going to fix it. And I speculated I'd probably take footage of the cutscenes off of YouTube and try to put it back together. And that's what I did. I haven't actually made the episode yet, but I filmed the commentary and junk that I needed to do today. So I took care of it. So all is well. Interesting. Between yesterday and today, I probably played like 12 or 13 hours of Far Cry 4. It's a lot of Far Cry 4. It's a good game. It's a good game. But now that everything's done, because I'm in the end game and I'm just working on doing some stuff for 100%. It's like, I don't know. It's still enjoyable, but I wish I would have done it all before I would have finished the story part of the game, because now it feels weird. You know, everyone's talking about this or that, and I'm like, it's not there anymore, or that person's gone, or whatever, so I kind of wish I would have finished it up. Anyway, we have been trying to figure out what the heck we are going to do for the PAX Meetup. Because it's not going to be like it normally is. For those who are unaware, we always do, so far always, do a meetup at PAX outside of PAX. So if it's in Seattle, we do it, nearby the convention center, but not in the convention center. If it's in Boston, we do it, near the convention center, but not in the convention center. And the reason we do that is there's a lot of people who live in Boston or live in Seattle that want to attend these meetups, but they wouldn't be able to get into the convention center if they didn't have a PAX badge. And a lot of times these badges sell out very quickly. They can be pricey. So for whatever reason or another, people would like to, attend these meetups, but they can't. So we hold them outside the convention. I'd say that probably for both Seattle and Boston, about 30%, 20 to 30% of the attendees to the meetups are people who don't have PAX badges, which also means that like 70 to 80% are people who are already at PAX. They're leaving PAX to come to the meetup, but still, it's something we tried to do. The problem is, this year it's going to be frickin' cold because Boston is being hit with like this absolutely nutso blizzard and weather, and it's just like absolutely crazy, atrocious, awful. And that makes things very hard because we always do these outside because there's public parks in Seattle and Boston. There's places that we've done them before and we like to do them. But if it's frickin' snowing and it's really cold, that becomes less desirable very quickly. And that's not just for us, it's for a lot of people because there's going to be a lot of people that would like to attend and it's going to be frickin' cold. So we've been trying to figure out what on earth we're going to do because last year at Boston, it was wonderful. What do you remember what the temperature was? It was like, 50 or 60 or something. I don't know. It was nice. And, I think we were wearing like, short sleeve t-shirts or something like that. It was pretty good weather. And we did it in Chinatown. It was a really good spot. But this year we're not going to be able to do that because it's too cold. So what we're trying to figure out is if we can do it really close to the convention center. Because then the people that are coming from PAX, of which there's a large amount, 70 to 80% of the people that go to these meetups are from PAX, they don't have to go anywhere. They can almost definitely come because they'll be in PAX. They can just go, let's walk outside, and then we can have it. So we're thinking of trying to do it like right outside of PAX. That's what we want to do. It's just a matter of if we're going to have enough room right outside of PAX because, right in front of it, they are checking bags and doing all that stuff, and they need a pretty good amount of room. And if we have 80 to 100 people suddenly show up, it could be problematic. So it's hard. It gets harder and harder every year, and there may be a time when we finally outgrow the spots in Seattle that we've done. So I don't know what the future of all of this will be. We were hoping to get an indoor spot, and I talked to some people about maybe doing an indoor spot, and the reason we haven't figured out our outdoor spot up to this point is because we've kind of been banking for like the last week on maybe getting an indoor spot, but it just fell through tonight and it's not going to happen. So now I'm like, we got to figure this out. We had to decide first and foremost if we wanted to do it. because it is going to be cold, but we feel like it would be a real big disappointment if we didn't do it. So we still want to do it. We just have to figure out where the heck we can do it that's close by the convention center where people can come meet up. Did you say we're maybe thinking about doing the trees?
Yeah.
Maybe? Show that so people can understand exactly what we're talking about.
If I go here. Come on, Google Maps, is the front?
Yeah.
And these are the trees.
Do you think that'll be okay? It looks big enough for sure.
Yeah.
It's just, I mean, who else is going to be there? Ain't going to be anyone else there.
Mm-hmm. This was the other place we were thinking of, but that's not as big.
It's not as big. Okay, well.
There's also the lawn on D.
What is that?
This is space right here, but it doesn't look like that anymore. It looks
okay.
Like.
Does it look better or worse?
Yeah, it's all well, I know this is summer, but
okay.
See it? It's all green in the summer.
Something close. Anyway, there's a lot of thought and consideration that goes into this sort of thing, and it's not just, you know, meetup, we'll be here, there's stuff we have to consider, and especially with the weather this time around, we're just like, and what's very unfortunate is that next year PAX is going to be in like late April. This won't even be an issue. We'll probably have it in Chinatown again. But this particular time, we're running into this issue, so maybe we will do it right outside of PAX. I don't know. We still have to figure out what day we're going to do it too. And that's another thing, because, you know, we may want to do it one day or the other, and like, if we want to do it Friday, then, you know, there's some people that may not be able to get off work to do it, and then we upset some people for doing it on that day, so there's a lot to consider. Anyway, that's going to be it for today. I spent my entire day playing Far Cry, which is fun as that was. I have other stuff to do, and now that everything is solved on Far Cry's end, we still have to record mail videos, and we have to record Little Big Planet. And then all of the LP stuff is finished for PAX, which is awesome, but there are still more work to do. And Josh is going to be here in, I don't remember what I figured, it was like 40 hours or something. Josh will be here in like 40 hours, so we have like 40 hours left to get everything done. There's a lot to do. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, let's meet back tomorrow, shall we? At the 5-hour mark, for whatever reason, it stopped the recording, started a new recording with the same file name, and overwrote what I had done.
If you take too long, his antennae will transform into fearsome enemies! If you score 5,000 points,
oh God, they can't
you're
touch
in.
him.
If you don't, you're out! Remember to dodge, soldier! El Jeff, danger!